Hi, this is Nala Kaur, and welcome to my YouTube channel where I'll be offering you personal and professional coaching tips that you can put into action immediately in helping you achieve your desired goals. Now, today's video is going to focus on how to build resilience in the job search process, especially now in the midst of a global pandemic. Now, the definition of resilience is how to recover quickly from challenges, from difficulties that we face in our day-to-day lives. Now, I do appreciate that some people upon graduation may find jobs fairly quickly because they know someone who's able to offer them those opportunities. But by and large, the majority of us have to really work hard, and it is a process on how to get there. And so today's video is going to offer you 4 key strategies that you can deploy to build your resilience in achieving that job that you most desire. These are tips I wish I had had when I was starting out my career many years ago. And I've been running my own consulting practice for the last 16 years in coaching and training and facilitating with corporate accounts, and I still lean on these strategies to help me overcome some of my challenges. Number 1, let's talk about how resilient people focus on what they can control and influence rather than the things that they can't. So when you're thinking about what is that big goal that I'm in pursuit of, I'd like a job that fits with my skills and abilities, that is going to help me use my talents, and I want to work for a specific type of organization in a specific industry. Now remember, in my last video we talked about being clear in your job expectations, being realistic, and that those goals have to feel attainable so that you can continue to be motivated in pursuit of that. Now, in breaking down those goals, again, what resilient people do is ask themselves, and here's a question I ask myself all the time is, what one thing can I do right now that can help me move that much closer to attaining that goal? What one thing can you do? Well, let's make sure that you have that resume that's been refined, that's been edited. Remember, no more than 2 pages long, and being able to showcase your skills and talents and something you can be proud of that you can put forward. Let's suspend our egos and ask people for feedback. Now, feedback is just that, but if you can have other sets of eyes on your resume and have other people with fresh eyes look at it and say, does it truly reflect what it is that you're trying to put out there? Okay, what else? What's another task? Remember, we talked about tapping into your network. So how about we ask for 2 referrals from someone that we know who probably works in an industry or in a job that we think is pretty cool. So can I ask for that referral and follow up? In that following up, perhaps have an informational interview with those individuals. Most people will give you a half hour of their time so that you can learn a little bit about who they are, what they do, the type of work that they pursue on a daily basis, and that will give you some deeper insight into whether this is something that interests you. Okay, strategy number 2, expect setbacks. Resilient people recognize that in pursuit of something really important and meaningful, there are going to be obstacles along the way, and they rarely take things personally. Resilient people take rejection, take maybe emails not being returned, other candidates being chosen for a job as an opportunity to reflect and to think about, is there anything that they could have done differently? So emotional and mental toughness is often built, really, when you think about it, when we're faced with resistance. We don't often know what courage looks like until we have to be courageous. And so when we're dealing with that resistance and bumping up against these hard experiences, it's an opportunity again to get stronger. So very much like when you're going to the gym and you're trying to build physical muscle and you're trying to bulk up and look a certain way, you're going to have to increase those weights periodically so that your muscles are going to grow and not stay the way they were. And in that process, it can be pretty hard and painful at times. Okay, strategy number 3, perseverance. This one is so crucial to helping you get through to the finish line. Perseverance is about not giving up in the face of adversity and continuing in pursuit of those things that you know are so important to you. being able to showcase who you are, your value, what you bring to the table. And if you really believe in that, you're going to stick with it despite the setbacks and the hurdles you have to overcome. It doesn't mean repeating the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. That is the definition of insanity, not perseverance. But it's about course correcting, and rather than using a scattergun approach when you're just shooting out resumes to whatever job postings you see out there, you're doing it with thought. You know, in the 16 years that I've been in business, I remember the 2008 recession in particular. I mean, I've had my ups and downs over the years, but in 2008, my key clients pretty much disappeared overnight because they had to worry about their own businesses, and investing in training and development and coaching their staff wasn't really top of mind. But because I really believed in who I was, I believed in what I had to offer, the value that I could bring to my customers. But it did give me pause, very much like what we're going through right now in this pandemic, and give me pause to think about how do I continue to remain relevant? Taking that time to dust yourself off, you know, allow yourself those moments of disappointment when things aren't going your way and they're not falling exactly into place, and persevere. So fourth strategy for today's video is to build your support system in your job search process. You know, research in the growing field of positive psychology shows that people who have strong social and emotional networks literally recover faster from setbacks. These could be emotional, mental, physical setbacks. So it literally, having a strong network and strong support system inoculates you from life's hardships, and you're able to recover that much more quickly because you know there are people there who care about you and who will catch you when you fall, prop you up when you need to, and who will genuinely celebrate with you when you have those successes along the way. So really work on surrounding yourself with people who are good for you, and lose the naysayers. Now, do listen again to those good people who are giving you feedback, who are giving you advice, who are sharing some of their own stories and their own experiences. It is so important to have our own experiences and learn from them, but why not fast track yourself into avoiding some of the challenges other people say they have faced? And I'm sure many of them have walked the same journey that you're currently walking, trying to get established, getting a foothold in business, finding that first amazing job that's going to help you take everything you've learned in school and apply it out there in the real world. So in summary, during the job search process, build your resilience by breaking down those big goals into small, actionable, bite-sized pieces that will give you that momentum you need in order to achieve the successes along the way. Expect setbacks. The reality is we are going to have those disappointments, but avoid ruminating on them for too long, because it will put you in that negative mindset, and you need that positive attitude to showcase your best self to potential employers. Persevere. Don't give up in the face of adversity. Learn from what doesn't work and do more of what does work. And remember, have good people around you. Nothing worth doing is worth doing alone. So if you like this video and you want to hear more, please let me know through comments. Like and subscribe to my channel. And the more I hear from you, the more I can really target and focus my future videos. Also, I'll be putting up my website so that you can visit me through there and send me some of your specific questions. And I'm also happy to help you during your job search process. Thank you, and all the best.